Fight fans, our final amateur fight tonight. Scheduled 3 3-minute rounds in our unified amateur featherweight division. Introducing first, this man fighting out of the blue corner. Standing 5 foot 9 inches tall, his official weight 144 pounds. His record, 2 wins, 1 loss, no draws. Fighting out of Tower 1 Martial Arts from Halifax, Nova Scotia. Please welcome Abdel, the Mummy, Abdelaziz. His opponent across the cage, this man fighting out of the red corner. Standing 5 foot 11 inches tall, his official weight 145.2 pounds. His record, 4 wins, 2 losses, no draws. Fighting out of Black Dragon Martial Arts and Central Alberta BJJ in Red Deer, Alberta. Please welcome Leo the Lion Bonin. When the cage door closes, your referee in charge is Leo Bonin.
Leo Bonin, our third man inside the unified cage. Abdelaziz in the blue corner, Bonin in the red, and we are underway. Our final undercard bout.
See, it was kind of like this traditional martial arts strike, a following the kick with a nice little punch, that Wonder Boy style, right into the clinch, and looking to drag Abdel to the ground. But Abdel doing a good job of just like
avoiding it.
Yeah, you know, staying on just a singular toe to prevent being taken down and reversing that takedown attempt into the cage control. Nice little double under here from Abdel, you know, and chipping away at his opponent with those knees.
Now it's Abdelaziz in pursuit of that takedown.
His head positioning is all the way over that side, which is making the side that he's attempting to take down heavy. You know, and this is where you need to basically keep your head on the side of the underhook. If you want to attack that leg and look for that trip, you have to, you know, basically make it light and make it easier to take down.
Trying to get that trip, and does. Abdelaziz in the top half guard. Bonin
with like a pretty good like butterfly guard, if I remember correctly from his other fights. He's half guard, but you see here, Abdel is doing a good job of stapling down that leg and looking to transition to the mount with the back. See right there, that windshield wiper pass attempt right there from Abdel.
And a lot of fighters are more than happy to stay in that position because of this.
And it's hard to keep that mount, but you see as he looks to explode up, you know, Abdel takes the back and has a body triangle, which is like an exhausting position.
Beautiful body triangle. He's got that on tight.
Abdelaziz in a dominant position.
Nice.
Bonin giving up his back. Abdelaziz attacking the cranium, trying to trap that arm to prevent defense.
Bonin doing a good job before of keeping all that weight on where the triangle is cinched, but now Abdel has that foot underneath the leg, which allows him to kick it out and take the pressure off on the body triangle. It allows him to continue to work that upper body and have his hands fight hands and his feet kind of unencumbered.
It's going to be a long 40 seconds for Bonin here.
You are absolutely right.
And you see, and there's no rotational ability here because of that body triangle. And Bonin, you can tell he's trying to like spin in, but that far arm can't rotate because of where that leg is, and it doesn't allow him to turn into his opponent.
Abdelaziz thinking about that, what, a head and arm?
Yeah, arm
choke?
triangle, head and arm, side choke, whatever you want to call it. It's all just makes it go night-night. Nice little strikes there, and Bonin looking to...
An excellent decision by using that cage.
Yeah.
And ends up on top, trying to land some debilitating blows in the last few seconds. Good stuff by Bonin.
Yeah, dude, big shot.
Wow, that was really big for him at the end of that round.
So although still losing the round, that's got to be a confidence builder. Like, knowing I get on top, I can do damage and I can work some magic. You know, but obviously there's a lot of really good control from Abdel during that round.
Ended up only being a long 30 seconds.
Yeah. You know, so I'm interested to see how this next round goes. You know, Abdel looking for the strikes from mount, giving up his, you know, Leo Bonin giving up his back again, but this time getting his elbow tight to the hip as he rotates in, which allows him to come up on top. And now he knows he's got to make up for lost time and look for these big strikes.
You got like the aggression at the end of the round there.
Oh yeah, and then, you know, it sends your opponent like wondering, like, especially if he wouldn't have got that, he would like, okay, I can go on cruise control in the second and third if I have to, because, you know, I was so dominant. So at least you're making your opponent know that you're in a fight. Although it doesn't look like really feels like he's in a fight. He feels really calm, cool, and collected right now.
Abdelaziz, a little smile there as he gets some instructions from Gavin Tucker. A solid first round by both athletes. Will they be able to take advantage of the things that worked well?
Well, I found Bonin to be kind of a slow starter, so to speak, in his last couple of fights, and looks to really amp it up. I think cardio is always like a thing that he can rely on and lean onto. I'm going to see how he comes out in the second round. Probably pressure and be aggressive. And
a huge mistake.
But
wow, look at this.
Single leg X basically trip kind of thing off of there. But Bonin's looking to slide into half guard, and Abdel's looking for that half butterfly position, putting a lot of pressure on that mirror lock.
Yes.
Nice little shoulder lock from Abdel on Bonin. He's got to be able to keep that body straight if he wants to prevent that elbow from popping out. Triangle attempt. Bonin passing it over to the shoulder and looking to take the back. Abdel having none of it.
Big takedown by Bonin.
But it pops right up, and a lot of energy expended for that, though.
But it looks good.
It does look good. It does, you know, it feels good slamming your opponent. But, you know, a little strike there off the breakaway and a beautiful kick exchange. Abdel using those low calf kicks. I hate seeing those without like a setup, because then we've seen, you know, it go real poorly sometimes.
That mirror lock you were talking about when he did that on Pete Williams?
Oh, that was crazy. And even he's like, I didn't even know I had anything. So I was just going for an armbar, which he was like in the process of armbarring everyone. So he's like, and then I had this and it looked like it hurt, so I turned it the wrong way. Jiu-jitsu is so technical. Abdel in here looking to split his opponent's face, but Bonin doing a good job, you know, of staying, you know, slippery, so to speak, not letting Abdel get too much purchase in the body lock.
An exhausting position. Abdelaziz continuing to stay chest to chest, trying to wear out Bonin.
Good positioning. You know, he can sit here with these double underhooks and not really work too hard. While Bonin's looking at you, he's got to move his hips, be able to cut an angle, look to pummel in. He's got to do so much work. And Bonin, if he looks left over his shoulder, he could look for a little trip takedown there. But Abdel looking for the like a little hip, almost a hip toss attempt kind of thing.
Abdelaziz continues to try to wear out Bonin. Looking for that trip takedown. Trying to disrupt the balance. Eventually manages to get Bonin on the canvas.
Body lock him to the ground, and Bonin going to full guard after butterfly and looking to like just cause damage, create an angle, get something going. You know, he's comfortable here, you know, that kind of old school mentality, like I'll try and submit you. He's looking for an omoplata attempt here. But Abdel having none of it and looking to standing strike here, the standing ground and pound. And with Bonin not able to really get up or get much space, Bonin doing a good job.
He is doing a really good job.
Berimbolo almost attempt there. It was impressive. You don't hear that in MMA too often.
That's right.
Big strike there. And Bonin.
Right at the end of the bell, Bonin came on strong. But was it too late? I think so.
Definitely. That final 10 seconds seems we were Bonin's the strongest.
Well, you also have to remember early in the round, you talk about how the judges have a short memory, but early on in the round, Bonin had a lot of success, probably in that first minute. So, interesting round, competitive round, but he might be down too.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Bonin looking for that takedown, big slam. Abdel just popping right up. Looking to scrape his opponent against the cage as Bonin's trying to throw that one hook in. But it's tough to get enough leverage to put your chest onto your opponent's back, to be able to really get that squeeze that you need to. Abdel doing a good job positionally, moving his body, moving his hips. So, you know, it's one of those, Bonin has to look for the finish in this round to stay, you know, to build up that amateur career even more. Bonin leaking from his nose. That's kind of where he's coming from.
Bonin's quite a bit bigger than Abdelaziz too, it seems. He cuts about 35 pounds, he tells me during his lead up to his fight. So pretty significant for featherweight.
Yeah, and for amateur, you know what I mean? Like, you can tell he's a lot lean, like he's lean, he doesn't have much spillover, so his rehydration seems to be on point. And Abdel being a little bit of a smaller, like probably when you go pro, you could even see him potentially go down to 35.
Yeah, I think you're right. Final 3 minutes.
Bonin being aggressive right up the hop.
Wow. You can hear that one.
A good snap on those kicks.
Combination of strikes, scoring for Bonin.
But I think Bonin knows that he's got to
end things.
Yeah, he's got to really put the stamp on this. Nice little tight trip attempt there from Abdel.
Bonin disengaging. Good move. Abdelaziz not phased. Trying to pump out the jab.
Doubled a single leg attempt from Bonin. Head positioning too low, but a nice little lead up, reaching up the body and looking for that attempt. And now once again he's on the back, but he's so low on the hips that's going to cause him to slide down. Abdel looking for that double wrist lock position. Transitions to the guillotine.
But it is Bonin scoring.
The guillotine looks pretty tight.
Yes, it looks tight indeed. Abdelaziz getting the submission victory in round 3. Bonin just too excited, too aggressive, and it played right into the hand of Abdelaziz.
Well, Abdel did the smart thing where instead of like doing that classic extension with his hips, he kept it crunched in and made his opponent move to where he needed him to go, and that was the difference. As you see here, Bonin attempting the takedown, and as they hit, Abdel reaching over for that arm in guillotine, staying kind of crunched in, left leg comes over, causing his opponent to rotate until he's able to really lock together that guillotine with the grip, almost a power grip, and able to also like keep that guard nice and tight.
Really great technique there, because at first, didn't look like he had much, but like you said, he moved him into the position where he needed to get him to secure the tap.
Oh, totally, and like, never allowing Bonin to get too much angle away and allowed that to just fall into place, so to speak. He did a great job, you know, making that guillotine happen. It wasn't like Bonin just shot in and gave it up. You know, Bonin was doing the smart thing, staying tight, trying to like not allow his opponent to fade out on it. So, you know, he just did a good job of staying heavy on his opponent, on the neck, and crunching in as opposed to extending.
He had a good opportunity to utilize his grappling, but at the same time, that's kind of Abdelaziz's best path. It would have probably been better if he kept it on the feet.
Yeah, you know, but in the moment, he's probably thinking he has a strong ground game, that, you know, I'm going to keep it going. But, you know, especially the first 2 rounds, he's probably feeling, you know, like, I want to impose my grappling. And then that 3rd round, you just kind of like keep the momentum going. I want to impose my grappling and suck my opponent into a grappling fight.
All right, we'll send it up to Don Andrews for our official decision from our final prelim fight here at Unified MMA 50.
Fight fans, referee Luke Boutin stops this bout. 58 seconds of round number 3 after Leo Bonin taps due to a guillotine choke. The winner of the match, Abdel Abdelaziz.